Good morning, good morning. Happy to open my eyes one more time. All right, I'm going to give you all a look at what I'm looking at. Oops, my bad. There we go. This morning. Hello. Thank you for the like. Thank you guys for joining me this morning or this afternoon. Thank you for the like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Welcome to another episode of Wayland Enterprises presents Riding with Tim. Beautiful day out. Thank you for the likes. Beautiful day out today. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the day, do some riding, and I'll respond to comments if I can see them, and hope y'all enjoy. This is probably going to be about a 25-30 minute ride. Thank you guys so much for your support. Tuning in broadcast after broadcast. Can't thank you enough. Thank you guys for joining the broadcast. Hope everyone's doing okay. Praying everyone's doing okay. Enjoying your day. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. We have other programs on here that we broadcast. upload shorts, upload videos. I got two live shows that I do. This is one of them. The other one is Wayland Enterprises is Live. This is where we discuss our business ventures and journey, and try to educate. Well, I ain't gonna say try to educate, but we share what we learn. I think that's a better term. We share what we learn as far as in this real estate business, and some of our strategies of what we do. Hello. I'll give you a sneak peek on what's coming up on the next episode of Wayland Enterprises Live, and that is we are working on closing on a home that we're going to flip. It's going to be a real fast flip. We're just helping someone get out of foreclosure and get their house sold so they don't ruin their credit and they can come out with a little bit of money in their pocket. So this is the first time that we have deployed this strategy, and so far everything's working out pretty good. And again, I'll say this and I'll shut up about the business, but one of the things that I keep talking about, and that's just not only in business but in life, you got to learn how to pivot. You have to learn how to change with the situation. And we had one situation where we thought we was going to have a little bit more time to maybe put some work into the house and get the maximum amount out of it, and then it changed from having time to now we're on the clock. All right, so you gotta learn how to pivot. You gotta plan for every scenario. You gotta know every scenario. You gotta at least try to know every scenario, at least most of them. And there was two scenarios that would affect how we handled getting this home, or how after we got this home, how we would handle selling it. Was one, time, and of course the second one was money. So we were either going to save time or we were going to save money, but we had to figure out which one. And now that we know, we're going to end up saving money. And spend time. So we gotta get ourselves together and make sure that every piece of the puzzle's in place when we close on this property, so we can get it sold in the quickest time possible. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I'll go into full detail with that in the episode of Wayland Enterprises Live, and I'll tell you guys exactly what we did, how we did it, and who we talked to. But this could be an exciting new strategy for the business, that's for sure. And that'll give us a little bit more leverage on obtaining properties. And shout out to Chris Haskins for introducing me to a variation of this strategy. I had to tweak it for me. And what's crazy, man, I'm just talking, but what's crazy is, hello, you guys. Let's see here. It's hard for me to see anything. Okay. Hope you guys are doing okay. One of the things about Chris's strategy is, I'll just come out and say this part. It was, he had never had a loan called in all the years that he's done it. Okay, but he always lets us know, always told us, the house bunker's abandoned. Wow. He's always told us in his broadcast that it is a possibility that it can happen. So be prepared for that. And I went into the strategy thinking, okay, there's a high probability that the loan won't be called. And that's how I structured the deal. But I did let the seller know that this is what could happen. And sure enough, I'm the one. Mortgage company said they were going to call the loan if we brokered a deal like this, so we got to sell quick. But it's okay. I mean, we have time to sell, and they can't collect their money that day. There's a process they have to go through. So, and that's another thing, people, that you all need to realize, especially homeowners. Read up on your rights, because they're going to prey on the ignorance of the homeowner. Read up on your rights and just know what you can and can't do, and know your options. A lot of people allow their homes to go into foreclosure and they get them repossessed when they didn't have to. They could have sold their home, you know what I mean? They got 2 or 3 months behind, and they know they wasn't going to catch up. Put a for sale sign on it. Get rid of it. Oh, baby. So how many of you guys, how many of you all celebrate Thanksgiving? Are y'all ready? Y'all excited? You don't care? I want to hear from you. I mean, we use it as a time to gather as a family and just catch up with one another, have a meal. I mean, we really don't celebrate it in the traditional sense, but I mean, a lot of people are off work during that time, and so we all just try to gather and catch up and see how one another's doing. Me personally, I think I'm gonna have to work this year again, which I mean, it is what it is. Again, I just want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you're enjoying the ride. I've told the history of how this, well, I'm going to say, this program got started because I used to do shorts in my vehicle. I would just film a couple of shorts in the vehicle and post them, and then excuse me, I got to the point where I could do a live. I said, well, I'll just try it out, and I did a couple of lives in the vehicle, and I remember doing one live because I wasn't doing them regularly, just here and there, and one of the viewers commented that they were so happy that I was doing this because they couldn't leave the house. They were disabled. They were stuck in a house. And this was their way of being able to see outside. And from then on, I decided, and it happened, it's happened. I said, I don't care if I get one view. I'm going to do this for people who don't get out very much or don't get to travel. I want to do this for them. And if you don't want to hear me talking, all you got to do is mute it and look at the scenery. But yeah, I really, really was touched by what that person said and what this meant for them. So that's why I continue to do it. I don't do it every time I jump in the car, but sometimes, some people don't want to be recorded, and we have conversations that I don't want recorded between me and the wife or me and my children. So I don't always get on, and sometimes I'll get on and I might mute it and just ride. But you ever want to just take a drive, just look me up. Ride with me. Sun is awful bright today. Last week, I don't know if it was just the YouTube algorithm or what, but I did 1 view, 2 views, 3 views, and like I said, I mean, I would love to have more views. I would like to interact with people more, but it's more of a document my journey for me and giving people an opportunity to see things. But here in the last couple of days, my views have spiked somewhat. I mean, it's nothing like certain YouTubers, but I tell you what, I'm happy with it. I mean, I'm back over 100 views an episode, so I cannot complain. Just thank you guys for giving me a chance. I'm running late for church though.